All right, guys, welcome back to we're going to do another crossover comic. This is a one-shot Lobo, Judge Dredd, Psycho Bikers vs. the Mutants from Hell, written by Alan Grant and John Wagner, drawn by Semeiks, I believe that's how you say it, inked by John Dell. Yeah, this is a really fun one and looks great too. So without further ado, let's dive in. So we see, at this, I don't know, space station called Funkle Vision. This guy is, as I don't know, maybe some radio host or actor or something, and called Uncle Funkle, right? He has a show, and he's in trouble, and because people looking for him for reasons, and he is also a rat that is 40 years old and eats meat and has a beard, and he hired Lobo to protect him, right? So, but Lobo is, he's complaining a lot. He says, I'm sitting here guarding a guy, and then also a mouse bodyguarding. But then he found, I don't know, the real, the real dude. So he's dead. And then out of nowhere, some bounty hunters come to get probably the guy that is impersonating him, right? It's just all these bizarre creatures, man. I love it. So they break in, and he says, Zip Nolan and his mutie boys. Well, Lobo confronts him. I got a point to pick you, Funkle. Like, if you are Uncle fracking Funkle, who's the hell is the stiff? And so these guys say, hey, we're taking you back to Earth, morph. So that was the indication that he's, some kind of a shapeshifter. Matt Murph figured out you try and run out, morph. So we fed your mice a tracer. So he says, well, I got a bodyguard, deal with them. We ain't falling for that old bruise. Well, Lobo's here, and we have a lot of these shots, man. Looks great. So Lobo in his prime, I guess, because I don't know. I miss this version of Lobo. He is fun. He is unapologetic. He's violent. He has the crude humor. Meanwhile, this guy's trying to get away through the sewer, I guess, or through this bathtub. But Lobo catches him, and he says, not so fast, Funker, whoever you are. Apart from owing me money, you've been playing the main man for a sucker. I want some explanations. But then he's getting surprised by the bounty hunters, because I believe there are bounty hunters or goons that, wants to get this guy back. So he's getting a dose of, I don't know, sleeping gas. And so these guys collecting themselves. And, meanwhile, in Mega City 1, in the 22nd century, is that how you say, we see Judge Dredd. And it seems that the Belgian president is here for jogging. And there is some armed power boarders heading east towards the park. And so this guy says, sir, how much further? We've done 20 miles. Really? I'm not a bit tired. I'm only 9 years old. You should be able to keep me up with easy. But you are not running. Of course not, I'm running. I'm the richest boy in the world. I pay people to run for me. Now, come on now, Belgians, pick it up. Last one back to the hotel is fired. But then they are being attacked, right? And so the president is getting kidnapped, but it's not the president they want. They want some kind of a necklace, right? So Judge Dredd comes in blasting and, killing those perpetrators. And they found that is this some kind of this ring here is the Star of Mars. And there's two of them. One of them, I don't know, disappeared. Some believe they were fashioned by an ancient alien race. They say hold mysterious powers, but no one has ever been able to unlock them. And Junior's here strolling about and with a priceless relic in broad daylight with a bunch of clowns for bodyguards. Give me back my ring. Shut up, you're lucky I don't book you for incitement. So he's, ordering his other judges to, I don't know, deal with this, right? Meanwhile, Zip, that's how this guy's name is getting back with his gang. And it's believed they are dimension hopping because they have that dimension hopping belt. And this is, below Mega City 1. This is old New York or something. And so you thought you would steal one of my own D-belts, brother. Escape across the dimension scan. You dare to run out of me when I need you the most. I should destroy you now. Go on, do it. I'd rather die than help you get the second ring. Dear Grunt, look what one ring has done to you. So, okay, these two are brothers, and look at this, man. This looks great. It's turning you into a rave. What would Mother say? Nothing. She's dead. Besides, any price is worth paying to have both rings. The art looks phenomenal, by the way, I must say. So he's basically punishing his brother, and he says, I need you to get me the other one, right? So he said, and if he has both rings, then he will be invincible. You know, he's going to wreak havoc, etc. So Matt Murphy and his mutant hordes will be smite them mightily. We will claim a rightful place in the sun. All right. So basically he says, hey, eat the rat, you know, maybe as a, not much of a hostage, but, you know, more like a bargaining chip. So he has no choice to do what he says, right, to get the other ring. Meanwhile, our bastard hero is waking up, and he finds this belt, this dimension jump belt, set for Earth. No wonder them geeks was so ugly, coming from that dump. Scabby Dweez won't hear me coming neither. Not once. I've ripped their ears off. So, but then we go back, and this little boy doesn't want to sleep because he's the Belgian president, right? So he's really obnoxious and rebellious. He says, okay, go on, read this dumb story. I want to know about Goldilocks and the Free Belgiums. Okay, so, well, this woman is trying to tuck him in bed, right? Sacre bleu, the Belgian has come to this. I weep for my country. And then, what's that? Something coming out of the toilet? Oh no, it's the changeling. And guys, you don't see this in comics anymore because seemingly people are now too sensitive to deal with that. So if you are a sensitive reader, please close your eyes. You know, probably don't watch this video or read this comic because it's way too violent. I don't know, man. It's just stupid. Anyway, so he's changing into this woman, and he says, all right, give me the story. The big book of Belgium stories. So he smacks him on the face and, you know, steals him. So she goes out and tells the judges that, well, that the Belgian president is sleeping now, so no one needs to come in, right? Meanwhile, Lobo is teleporting into one of the holding cells in Mega City 1 at the Psycho Block with this awesome-looking bike. So this is a mean machine. He is an old foe of Judge Dredd, and he likes to headbutt people. He's very violent, also very stupid, right? And he has this dial he can crank up, and then his, I don't know, headbutts will be faster and more meaner or stronger. But, you know, Lobo likes to have a play himself, so he headbutts back, and then he doesn't like that, so he sets the dial on free, and, you know, we have a headbutting contest. So and then the cops come in, the judges. So he says, getting kind of crowded. So long, slaphead. So he's blasting away out of the prison and says, hold your dang horses, partner. I ain't near done with you yet. So he's hanging on. So Judge Dredd gets a heads up from this judge. You still here, dweeb? You talking to me? Gotta hand it to you, guy. You're too stupid to know when you're beat. I admire that in a man. Put it there. So, but he tricked him, and he says, "Happy landing, chump!" And he's yelling and screaming, and then this old woman also gets it while he's riding on this monopod or whatever, riding after Lobo. But then Lobo just finds, because he has super smell, right? He's the best tracker in the galaxy. So he finds his target, but then this guy says, we got business to settle. So he comes in, right? But the big brother says, well done, little brother. Please change out of that unnatural guise. Seeing you that way unnerves me. That's better. Now give me the ring. So he gives him, the rat, right? So he's grabbing the ring. So he's now all powerful, right? Yes, the rings of Mars together again. Matt Murphy got trouble. Upside headed this way. This is mutant turf, stranger. Got anything to say before we kill you? Now look at this awesome designs, all these weird, awesome. What is this? He says, sure. Get out of my frickin' way, you bunch of snot-nosed panty liners. Now, Listen, this is what I want in my Lobo comic. Pure mayhem, pure over-the-top humor and violence and gore. This is what a Lobo should be. You know, this is fantastic. If you are, of course, into this kind of stuff. But if you are familiar with Lobo, you probably know exactly what you are getting from back in the day. So we have all these sound effects here. People are getting killed left and right. Mean Machine comes in. He's getting attacked, but he's doing the butt thing again. Headbutting, I mean. But then the law is coming. I mean, Judge Dredd. But he cannot radio outside because of interference, so he shoots in the air and he says, "This is the law. Mean Angel, you under accomplice and your accomplice are under arrest. You're mutants. Throw down your arms and surrender. I guarantee you will be humanely deported." Is this guy for real? That's their Dreddy. It's the sworn enemy. He probably talks English, I guess. Right? And then more mayhem, more shooting, more explosions. Right? So you got some explaining to do, creep. Like how you got the hold of the D-belts. Look like one of the batch stolen from Megatech. You can start by dropping the gun. Sure, Chimface. I'm gonna put it down anyway while I got you. So then Mean Machine comes in. But then the mutants are attacking. And he says, "You two, cuff yourself. I'll be back." He looks at it. Wait, what? "I thought I told you to wait. You can suck my hump chump. The main man ain't missing out on a firefight." All right, so what's happened next is pure visual feast. So look at this awesome double page, man. Look at this. I'm going to show you again. There's so much going on. I love it. Art looks freaking fantastic. Colors are nice too. Not the best, but it looks great. And yeah. More headbutting, more shooting, more killing. Oh, look at this, man. You know, I like it that when he turns around, you know, have this 90 degrees flying by and then shooting everyone inside and gutting, maiming, fragging. Yahoo! This is turning into a pumping party, he says. So these guys are being taken out. This one-legged guy, gotta hop it. So he's releasing some air. Even Buttface is gonna get it. Sit on this, Buttface. But then, you know, the main villain is here. Oh, well, he's entering this hall. Judge Dredd himself. We are honored, brother. I smell fungal. The muties is pulped. Time for you and me to getting down to budding business, Red Eyes. Dream on, Einstein. So look out, Melvin. So he's probably unconscious, I don't know. But then he says, "Meddling scum, you will pay for interfering with Madmer's schemes. With the power of the twin rings, I am invincible, omnipotent. I walk with the gods." So he's using the power of the rings to blast, I don't know, black energy, I guess, but he's intangible because of the rings, right? He's getting more, I don't know, spooky, if that's how you say it. Even Mean Machine tried to kill him, but he fails. And then he's saying to, Dredd says, "It's a very impressive mutant. And if I'm right, and in assuming one of those rings came from the rich kid, you are doing time for theft. Well as organized an armed revolt. I'm taking you in. You can't threaten anymore, Dredd. Your time is over. I am the law now. You eat those words, madman." Yeah, because the word "the law" is probably some kind of a holy word in Dredd's universe. And we can almost see who he is. And I like that he never, ever, ever takes his helm off, right? So then the rat gives him some solution because, I don't know, this morphing guy wants to stop his brother because he is going crazy. "I am the judge now. I find you guilty. The sentence is death. Death to all who oppose me." "Murphy Smith, you put the judge down at once." "Mother, but it can't be you. You're dead." "And who killed me, Murphy Smith? You wicked boy." "It was an accident, Mom. Honest. You've done quite enough damage for one today." So this is all, of course, a distraction, right? Dredd gets his gun because he knows he cannot do ordinary bullets, so he's using incendiary. And also, you know, Lobo's using some frag grenades, fragging this guy, frag-a-boom, right? Looks great. But the next page looks even greater. Now look at this. Holy shit, this guy's on fire. Now look at all these effects, man. Isn't this awesome? This look amazing. Wow. And he says, Murph, it didn't have to end like this. So he's burning up. He's dead, right? He's a puddle of mud. But then Lobo comes in, right? You owe me 5,000 credits. You must be joking. I don't have a bean. In that case, you phoebe, you're going to have to work it off. So he's teleporting away. So long, sucker. Remember to invite me to the next party. That was a hoot and a half. So, but he says, I didn't put down a mutant rebellion and recapture this creep. So I suppose the day's not complete right off. Yeah. And then the end, we'll see that... work it off, but how? I'll show you. You're a very versatile guy, Morph. I got a nice little scam in mind. Yes, sir, Morph. You and me is gonna pull him some big bucks. Starting with 20 thou and Johnny B. Worse. Come on, you got a date with the sheriff. So, and that's the end of the book. It's the fragging end. I like it. I like it a lot. This is fun. This is cool. Great visuals. Guys, let me know in the comments what you think about it. Please leave a comment. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. See you next time. Bye-bye.